Hey guys, what's up? It's Fred Jr. here, and today we're doing a commentary on Advanced Warfare. That's right, Advanced Warfare. How long has it been, you ask, since I've done a commentary on Advanced Warfare? I just checked. The last commentary I did was in November of 2014, which is the month that this game came out. So, it has been a while, to say the least. And the reason being that I hated this game. I played this game for about a week, and easily it drops to my least favorite Call of Duty. In fact, I don't even feel comfortable saying it's my least favorite Call of Duty. I don't even put it on the list with the other Call of Duties. Now listen, I hated Black Ops 2. I hated, what's the other one? There was another one. Maybe I'm just making something up. I wasn't the biggest fan of Ghosts. I enjoyed it for the time that it was out, but for the most part, I didn't like Ghosts. I hated Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 3 was kind of a push, but this game is not even on the list, man. This game's not even on the list. It's not even Call of Duty. I don't even know what you call this thing. If Sledgehammer had just decided to release I'm saying Call of Duty. If they had just decided to release a game called Advanced Warfare, you know, and this was the game, and they completely ripped off Call of Duty things like all the game modes, guns, and whatnot, I would have been cool with that, and I probably would have enjoyed this game a little more. But the fact that they slap Call of Duty on the title and people treat this like a Call of Duty game infuriates me, because it isn't Call of Duty. There are freaking laser weapons in this game, okay? You can like jump and fly. It's not Call of Duty. Call of Duty is at its core a war military simulator, okay? I completely objected to bringing this game to the future, and that's what they did in Black Ops 2. I completely objected to it. Was I open to it? Okay, I was a little. I played it, alright? Did I enjoy it? No. Did I put time into Black Ops 2? I sure did. Did I revisit it many times? Yep. Did I enjoy it a little bit when I revisited it? Sure did, okay? So, listen, the whole idea of the future, as long as you as long as you make an attempt to keep it, you know, like, oh, how did that guy even get up there? To keep it at Call of Duty's core style, you know, the war simulator. As long as you try to keep it down there, stay down to earth, man, then I can at least give your game a chance. That's what I did with Black Ops 2. Gave it a chance. Didn't like it, gave it a chance. This game, whole nother level. Alright? Call of Duty has changed. Alright? Every game is now a future game. And I'll tell you why. Alright, I'll tell you why, because I figured this out when Advanced Warfare was released. Okay, I figured this out. I played with Marshall the first week that this game came out. A lot, alright? And we talked a lot, and we raged a lot. And so, I said that Call of Duty is now basically exclusively future warfare, because setting the setting of the game in the future allows the developer to imagine and, you know, be creative. If you make the game like, let's say you want to make another Modern Warfare, you gotta use real life weapons. You know, you're limited by reality, if that makes any sense. You're limited by what's actually out there. You know, the perks have to be somewhat real. Think about the perks in Modern Warfare 2. Alright? You know, I guess Sleight of Hand is kind of ridiculous, but the perks have to be somewhat real. They have to give you somewhat realistic abilities. And the guns have to be real. You can't just make a Modern Warfare with made-up weapons. You know, you can exaggerate weapons, which I'm sure they did, but you can't just make up stuff. Everything has to be based off of real life. When you make a future game, dude, the future hasn't happened yet. That's the definition of the future. It hasn't happened yet. You can create whatever you want. You're not limited by reality, and that allows you to innovate, alright? To make a lot of new things, to make new features. So that, my friends, is what the devs are doing. They're using this future setting to be able to be creative and imagine, because really, nowadays, that's what sells copies, sadly, is that you gotta have something new in the game. And right here I skip to round 2. I didn't skip any unnecessary things. We're just going to round 2, which is silly in my opinion, but I'll get to that later. that's the problem. You know, the only thing that sells copies is innovating. They can't just re-release a Call of Duty with new guns like they used to. It doesn't work that way. They need to sell copies. You know, they don't break their pre-order records every year by releasing the same game. So that's the world we live in, man. That's what they got to do. They create another. They make every game the future so that they can add new features and sell the game. Anyways, Black Ops 3. The topic I wanted to talk about 5 minutes into the video. Here we are, Black Ops 3. Another future game. And of course, like I predicted, it's gonna have advanced movement, or like the same shit that was in this game. Is it gonna be as intense? No, because everyone hated the advanced movements in this game. Everyone hated it, and I'm so thankful that everyone hated it, because if people were indifferent about it, you're damn right it would have been in the next game the same exact way it is in this game. All right. Thankfully, people were actively against it, and now they're making the game with they toned it down. I'm not gonna say that there's not advanced movements, because there are. If you watch the gameplay, there's like wall running. It's basically Titanfall movements, if anything, right? Where it's like super jumps and wall running. That's basically it, right? So it's essentially similar to this game, just toned down a little bit, you know? Which doesn't make it okay, because ultimately, what war can you think of had super jumps and wall running? None. In real life, none. And Call of Duty, like I said, is at its core a war simulator, so it should be based off of real life things. I've always been against the argument that Call of Duty has to stay realistic, but then they released this game. They released Advanced Warfare, and that made me change my mind. That made me say, okay, let's be a little more realistic, alright? You can make a future game, but let's be a little realistic, okay? But whatever, man. I've done my complaining about the whole future thing, so let's just go to something else. Let's talk about esports. Let's talk about competitive Call of Duty, alright? Back in the day, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, maybe even Modern Warfare 3, esports, competitive Call of Duty was not a thing. The developers did not care about that. That did not cross their minds once when they were coming out with Call of Duties. Another thing I'd like to, you know, compare is that those Call of Duties were also the best Call of Duties. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a coincidence. But anyways, let me talk about why I hate competitive Call of Duty. All right. Let's first talk about the map style. All right. If you play Black Ops 2, which is basically the competitive Call of Duty like standard is Black Ops 2, and I'm sure Black Ops 3 will, you know, take over that. Every map is like the same thing. They're all 3-lane maps, and they basically all just have the same style, and it kind of sucks, dude. If you play MW2, the maps are all great. They're all fun because they're all different, you know? They all have different styles. They all have different features and everything. Black Ops 2, all the maps are the same, man, with little different placed windows and stuff, and it kind of sucks. I won't even comment on Advanced Warfare maps because the maps don't matter when everyone's flying in every direction. But I mean, I just can't stand it. And then let's keep talking about competitive Call of Duty. When they bring it into these public game modes, 2-round domination? Timed domination? Are you kidding me? Like, that just takes the point away from it, of capturing the flag. If it's timed, then I don't know, whatever. No comebacks, you can't do any comebacks. It just sucks, man. And I didn't get enough time to talk about competitive Call of Duty just because I ranted so hard about future Call of Duty, but that's all I gotta say about Black Ops 3. I was planning on talking a little more about the actual game itself, but it ended up being a rant on why I'm so mad at the fact that we get taken advantage of every year, and it's just gonna keep happening because that's just the way it is nowadays. That's all I gotta say, guys. Leave a like if you agree with me. Comment below if you think I'm nuts, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys all later.